Hello everyone, my name is Jason. My topic is government should spend more money on public transportation. You may be confused about why government should do that. I feel the same way as you do at first. Fortunately, we live in a country that barely incurs some transportation issues, result from the small population. But for the people who live in the big city, they are not that lucky because transportation issues always bother them and always makes people late for work and school. Moreover, ever since I went to the Los Angeles and searched some resources online, I feel that transportation issues are not as simple as we thought. There's an article pointing out that traffic delays in US have bounced back to the precision levels. With the population growth, the transportation system could be collapsed in the future. So in this case, I think it's government's responsibility to um, improve the transportation system. And there are several recommendations for governments. At first, I want to share one of my interesting story which happened on the plane flying to the Los Angeles. I met a stranger on the plane, and we talked a lot during the flight. And I learned from her mouth that she already lived in the Los Angeles for more than 10 years. And when we about arrived to the Los Angeles, I started to compliment how brilliant the city is. As you can see in this picture, and the whole city are brightly lit. And then she told me that all the light I saw on the street are actually traffic. Then at that time, I really shocked by the transportation system in US. So in this case, I think government should allocate more money to the transportation infrastructure in order to provide more convenience to people. Um, in fact, in US, there are many unreasonable route planning in some cities. Sometimes even you use a Google map, you could still lost your way. In this case, I think optimize the route system is one of the tasks for the government. And moreover, I think due to the land transportation, our approach to the saturated, I think government maybe could provide another solution for people to go outside, like establishing a high-speed train system. Because a high-speed train is not only much faster than the vehicles, but also punctual for us. So in this way, I believe the future of transportation infrastructure could bring a lot of convenience to people. Moreover, I believe government should spend more money on new transportation technologies. Have you ever think about car can drive it itself, which we call self-driving? This article suggests that self-driving can significantly reduce human mistakes and avoid 10,000 of uh, traffic accidents. Moreover, self-driving could also bring a lot of convenience to the old and disabled people, since all the operations are actually performed by the artificial intelligence. So even though the self-driving is not a new conception, but this type of technology still has a long way to go. And I believe the financial support from the government is actually the key factor for developing such technologies. And in addition, the article named Oregon's electric highway point out that Oregon is actually gaining the environment and economical development benefits from supporting the electric vehicles because the electric vehicles is a great option for people since it is environmental friendly. But however, there still exist some technical problems prevent people from buying such cars because since like um, the insufficient charging piles and this type of car cannot drive for a long trip. So hence it is necessary for government to invest more money into this field because by the way the protecting the environment is also the crucial aspect for government to take care, right? So Above all, I believe you already know why government should spend more money on public transportation and what solution can be taken. So first thing is allocating more money to optimize current infrastructure, establishing the high speed train system, and moreover, some new transportation technology also need the financial support from the government. Both self-driving and electric vehicles possess great potential in the future. So I think uh, if one day people don't have to worry about the transportation issues, um, all the cost is worthwhile for government and citizens. So in the end, I want you to remember that the bright light brought by the traffic will never be the charm of the city. The real charm of the city is to bring people the real convenience. So therefore, I think the government should take these responsibilities. Okay, thank you for listening.